I'm streaming. Clicking in. You going white out, Kev? I'm gonna wear white jerseys, that way you can't tell. Excuses. Penn State's going down. Sisters of the Poor. They caught him.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Lost the throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster.
Yeah, what you think that, Kev? You punting?
And some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Well, we knew this offense came into this one wanting to establish
3 and out.
On their first 3 plays of the game in their own end. Run, but they don't pick up the first down. Now it'll be interesting to see if they continue running the football their next time out.
He's got great speed. Quick step and go. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the option. Pulls it on the option. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have...
Told you can't let UConn touch the ball.
It's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is
Could have paid one.
of the best in the country at his spot.
Should have gone after the 5-star, and I was doing that glitch. It'll pick in a second.
just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Quarterback empties his backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pulls it in with one hand.
Man, what a catch by the big tight end. They got those big old huge mitts, those big dudes. So nice job sticking up in the air, and it just sticks to it. Makes the nice spectacular grab.
The run inside. It's Peoples. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Might be changing the route. They'll keep it on the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back.
He's hurt already, Gav?
Except facing a 3rd and long.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the...
Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And
My D-end.
good return on the interception. UConn going back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Let's talk just for a minute about UConn. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job.
Got a little press. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, UConn.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Misses Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
They're like swimwear.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll field the punt and look for room. Slips through the line. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's Lang. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He'll pitch it. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They'll give it to Peoples. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to...
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This offense has it with really good field position. Gives it on the option. There's a crease. Touchdown, Huskies. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Offense changing the play. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. He unleashes a long one.
How retarded are you, bro? Fucking off his hands.
I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, UConn. And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong. Oh, he's got some space. Running through. And another broken tackle. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached Pater.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one. And that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it for a big play. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Huskies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. The defense...
It's a horse collar.
And even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Quickly out to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Sends it back in motion. Now on the option. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fella, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He'll run it again. Crosses to 40. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the...
Might give your guy a run for your money today, John.
That's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss.
Cavs and pace are around the same.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast. He's elusive, can make.
And he sacked a big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Here comes the option. The keeper on the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. He rifles one deep to the left. Pulls in the deep ball. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the 1st down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Nittany Lions
Let's score.
with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
Looking to throw again. Rushes on him. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. Got the quick pass. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming.
Yeah, when you get that...
Can't lose this game.
Sending the punt team out there, they're going to go for it. This is a huge risk, and man, if it backfires, they're in trouble. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Grab near the marker, it's Roberts. And he was on his way, gets it all the way to the 38th. UConn quick to the line.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already their blowout lead.
They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. From inside his own 15, looking for room. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a deep man. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll run the option. He'll do it himself. He'll be knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Not sure that's going to matter except to his statistics as we are seconds away from halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa taking on the number 8 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Hawkeyes looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. As we check in on these top 25 matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football is.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense.
What is my guy doing?
Right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
He He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Here's Peoples one more time. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And how about this defense, man? Great opportunity here. Your offense puts you in a terrible spot. And the momentum went all the way to the other side because you fumbled. Put it on the...
Touchdown, Penn State! Put 6 on the board.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UConn offense goes back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
They'll run the option. Here's a little room there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Christian. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the option. He'll keep it on 2nd down. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not before. They had their eyes going everywhere trying to keep up with this option attack.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
This UConn offense really has it going. They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with them and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. UConn comes to the line after getting another 1st down. They'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man in the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was 2 guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can...
He got it in there. Touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And he made the extra point without problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good
Broken collarbone?
return to stop short of the 25. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have.
Maybe some room here. Makes it past the marker.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Handoff for People. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Want to talk about a monster performance? This guy now has 150 yards rushing. The defense has had no answer for this guy, and he's shown you why he is such a weapon in this offense. Speed, the ability to catch the ball, the vision, the quickness. He's got all the tools in the toolbox.
I think the toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there to the running back, you better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Here's a give to Peoples. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd down, here's Peoples. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
No.
Make it to the 1st down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the 1st down anyway. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Buys a little extra time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot now, you're telling me...
What was this cheat?
Run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Connecticut offense ready to go to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Slithers into space. Breaks into the open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Christian. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. He's got it on the run. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Husky. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. First play of the drive, wants to throw. That's reeled in, it's Peoples. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit.
No, we're in the third.
That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Peoples again. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football.
Yeah, I might bench that quarterback, Kev.
They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
He'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jet.
He can't throw
the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Escapes the pressure going right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, and now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll give it to Johnson. He'll be stopped just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. 4th down coming. Let's see if they go for it here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Finding open areas.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Goes to the option. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose down the left side. The 20, past the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown.
Under red shirts.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We're almost done, Kev. You subbing them? It's not letting me pick a play.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. keep the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.